Today's word is the wheel of fortune has to keep spinning. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the Mother. Hello to everybody new that's joining my energy. Peace, prosperity, light, and protection to you. What's up to my family that's been joining me, commenting, subscribing? It's so good to share energy with you. I hope y'all are doing well. I had to take a little vacation on my vacation, but I'm feeling good today. It's like a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful feeling. And I don't know for how many of y'all out there who are feeling this, but it seems like the tide has changed. It seems as if the winds have shifted. I feel lighter. I feel like bubbles. Yesterday, I was outside and I was blowing bubbles with my kids, y'all. I got puppies. Like, I'm feeling lighter. I'm feeling the abundance roll through. The wheel of fortune has to spin. The first shall be last, and the last. Sorry, a notification came on. But I was saying is, the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. And one of the reasons I've talked about in other videos is because Gaia, Mother herself, is ascending. Most people don't understand that this earth, that this divine feminine, that this presence is consciousness. It's a form of consciousness. If God is great creator, then Gaia is the consciousness for spiritual school, for this realm where we're allowed to come into these avatars and we're allowed to learn things about ourselves. We receive contrast so that we can go through the unique experience of understanding ourselves. We get to practice being spiritually excellent. And so, y'all, I'm not going to do it today, but moving forward, I have a whole list of spiritual excellence, like things that I've been practicing for a while, but things that I continue to work on, like being patient, being grateful, being kind, being obedient to the Most High God, your intuition, your divine knowledge. You understand? You understand? Those are just some. But Gaia herself is shifting. And I know for some of y'all like that sounds crazy, but I know y'all see the shifts. I know y'all can feel it. I know y'all seen how crazy things have been, and there is no good explanation for it. I know that a lot of stuff is the unseen is coming to the scene because things are ascending, things are getting lighter. And do you understand what that means? That means that everyone that is plugged into Gaia, the earth, has to go up too, or she gonna shake it off. She gonna shake us off. That means you can make a decision. Are you gonna stay stagnant in a stasis? You remember I talked about in our time message about how time is, and like if you decide to go flat, time will slow down and you'll be stuck. Not always, because you're always gonna move forward as energy, but you will slow down and you will not be ascending with the rest of Earth. Or you could choose to listen to your divine knowledge. You could choose to explore and know yourself. You can choose to be the best version of yourself. You can choose to make space to do what you love. You can choose to be creative. You can choose that you want to be obedient, prosperous, and happy with joy. But you got to do the work if you're going to do the ascension. And see, that's why the wheel really has to keep spinning, especially for people like me. It's gotta keep going up because I'm going up. And that's what energy really is about. If I change me, then my world externally will start to change too. And so if I'm in a better place, physically, mentally, spiritually, if I'm getting me together and I'm getting grounded in my essence, I'm getting grounded in my presence, I'm getting grounded in my avatar, then that means everything else will flow. And when I'm being obedient, when I'm being obedient to the divine wisdom and fighting the battle, y'all, because healing, the whole self healing process and being obedient,
It means first you fall out with yourself. Okay? You'll be in denial, you'll be in agony, it'll burn. You won't want to face yourself when you see yourself. That's why I always say I thank God for helping me to see myself, but that was hard, y'all. I ain't never gonna lie and say it was easy. But once you start seeing yourself, then that means your outside will start changing to be in alignment with who you truly are. And when you're making changes to be a better person, going over the spiritual excellence principles and affirmations we will go over starting probably tomorrow, you will start seeing that your people, places, and things in your life are going to change. And that can be painful too, to release people or to bring in new connections that might scare you. Both release and connection. Both are scary depending on where you're at in your spiritual ascension journey. But energy, the laws of the universe, the way that God flows, if you're doing your part and you're doing your inner work and you're committing yourself to a life of spiritual excellence, where you're looking at what you're eating and choosing intentionally to not poison yourself, you're choosing to not consume alcohol, you're choosing to not overconsume on sugar, you are choosing to not do drugs that are poisoning your mind and your organs. You're choosing to also live a life where you can think. You're choosing to give yourself time to meditate, to reflect, to grow. You're choosing to then impart that to your family and friends, not just to apply it to yourself, but to change positively the people around you. You are choosing to distribute the abundance that God gives to you. Then the universe can't help but to spin and right size any karmic debt that's been discharged by you healing, acknowledging, and releasing. As you release the karmic debt, abundance and energy, positive energy, can't help but to flow it in because you are releasing all energy that's not yours, that you've picked up along the way, the different lessons that you've learned, and you are calling your power back as a sovereign being, and you are choosing to create a reality, a world of your wildest imaginations. The wheel has to spin toward the positive. It has to. It has to respond to your commitment to be the best person and your diligence to be the best person and your belief, not faith, belief that you are being the best version of yourself and that you are living a life worth living, whatever that means to you, and that you are being obedient and diligent in your commitment to your internal knowledge, your divine compass, the Holy Spirit within you. You're choosing to center love, light, happiness. If you are those things and you represent the truth and you are abundant, then the world will respond. The universe will respond. God will respond. In the wheel of life, the wheel of fortune will have no chance but to keep spinning. So get ready. No matter where you're at on the journey, get ready to make some good changes in your life.